Right. Good evening, everyone. Can you hear me clearly? Is my voice clear? Right. Now listen carefully, right? You all are entering the meeting of the free seminars of 3 days session, and today is the final day of the seminar. We are doing unit number 23, lesson formula. That is for grade 10. So before that, let me tell you until everybody join. The coming up seminars, and you can see this is the ICT final seminar that will be held tomorrow. It's a 4-hour seminar, right? So the fees for this is 1,200, and it's 4 hours, right? So you can cover all the units. Final seminar in the sense the children who are planning to write down ICT as a basket subject, this will be very useful for you because all the subjects will be revised at once, because you know that now like grade 11s, if there are grade 11s who are writing the O level this time, for them this will be more useful because you can revise the whole lesson quickly, right? Then other thing is today's final seminar. So you know that we have already finished LCM of algebraic expression and rates. Okay, Azan, all right. So LCM of algebraic expression seminar is over, and the video is uploaded in YouTube for those who missed the session. And rates video is also uploaded, the first session, because why do I say it's a first session? We have covered speed, average speed, then the graphs, everything is covered. But there will be one more seminar next week, Friday, as I told you in the first seminar. So that will be on next week, Friday, 7:30 to probably 8:30, 1 hour session. That also will be free. So you can join it and cover the volumes part, and also some of the questions related to graph also I'll be discussing probably. And today we are planning to discuss formula, and most probably we'll be able to cover it today because this is the easiest lesson in your second term syllabus. And other thing is the most important thing. Okay. This is something, this is one of the page I have taken from my 42 theorems. In your O-level syllabus, you have 42 theorems in geometry. All the 42 theorems are brought under one PDF document, and I have prepared a theorem book. In that book, you have all the 42 theorems with the diagrams and explanation, and the theorems also. So you can get the PDF from me, right? So the per PDF, the cost for now is 950, right? So the people who need the PDF document, y'all can inbox me, you know my WhatsApp number. If you have no idea about that, you know the poster, in the post I have mentioned my number as well. So you can get it through WhatsApp or any other email, even I can mail you. So you can get it. So that's a really a worth document, because you will understand how worth this PDF document when you are doing all level papers and you are doing a term test only, right? So these are the certain pages I have taken from that. And one more thing, coming up paid seminars from tomorrow onwards, 16th, 19th, and 22nd. So 16th May, you will have arithmetic progression related to your grade 10 third term syllabus. And 19th May, trigonometry, grade 11 syllabus. 22nd May, geometric progression. So the students who are willing to join can join these sessions. You can join single sessions. Per session, it's 800 only. If you're planning to join one session. But if you're planning to join all 3 sessions, there's a discount of 400. So that will be only 2,000 rupees. Okay. And these are our all-level maths revision seminars going on, sessions going on, which we started from 9th Monday, and until we are planning to extend it until 20th Friday. So it's every day 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. If you have brothers or sisters who are planning to sit the all-level exam this May, this will be very helpful for them, because we are doing papers daily. Every morning we are starting the day with a maths paper. So it's just imagine how fresh, right? You're just starting the whole day with a maths paper, right? So we have already covered these 2020 O-level part 1 paper we have covered with the discussion, 2020 part 2, part B, both, everything is covered here. Certain remaining questions are there in part B, but we are still going on. And tomorrow, part 1 of the O-level target question round 2. Tomorrow, part 1 of O-level target question round 2 we are doing. That is 16th May, 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. So like that, we'll be finishing it only on 20th May. So children are really improving. I can see their marks are increasing. So let's hope for the best. My motivation, like, you know, whatever I'm trying to do is for them to get a good result. You know, their badge is in a very big trouble. how much hardly they are facing the exam. Finally, they are going to sit for their O-level exam. So this will be very useful if you have anybody who is sitting for the O-level exam this month, right? Yeah, that's all. So almost all are joined here. Yeah, somebody's asking, are you providing the recording after this? Actually, I'm uploading this video of the lesson formula in the YouTube. You can watch it. Okay, right. So probably tomorrow I'll be uploading, maybe. Right. Okay, children, let's start with formula lesson. Now, let me tell you what is this formula lesson. This is your lesson 23 in your grade 10 second term syllabus. Okay, so this lesson is not hard, but for the basic, as a basic foundation for this lesson, you should know the lesson equations. Okay, now in this lesson, I'll be teaching you how to change the subject of a formula. Subject means how to change a certain letter or a value. How can you carry it to the front? You have to make it alone. Okay, in here the speciality is you are learning square roots also. Square roots mean the equations with the square roots. Okay, and second thing I'll be teaching you in this lesson is how to find the value of the unknown term in a formula. Okay, now I'll come with the basic. The basic is the equations. Okay, listen very carefully. If you were asked to make the subject of a formula, if you were asked to make any letter as the subject of a formula, let me take what we learned in the rates lesson. Speed equal distance over time. Now you can see speed, distance and time. This is the subject. S is the subject. Why? Because this is only equal to this. Single letter standing, single, it's standing isolated, right? This is the subject. This whole thing, this is the subject. This whole thing is called as a formula. Why do we say formulae? It's the, what is formulae and formula? Can you tell me the difference? Is there anybody who is good in English? Yes, plural. What is the plural? Formula or formulae?
Formulae.
Formulae. Formulae. Yes, very good. Right, that's the thing. No difference other than that. Okay, right. Now we'll come to the question. Now I'm trying to make the D as the subject. I'm trying to make the D as the subject. How can you make D as the subject? Listen carefully. If you listen carefully, the first 3 to 4 examples, doing all the other questions is not a big deal. So listen carefully. How to make? Now S is equal to D over T. Okay, D over T. I need D alone in any side. I wanted to remove the T. T is through a division. Opposite of division is multiplication. So we multiply T, the unwanted term, we multiply it from both the sides. So if you have a division, if you have a certain term with a division and you wanted to remove that term, you have to multiply. When you multiply, what happens? It gets cancelled. Now you get ST equal D. Now D is the subject. This is the subject. Can you understand? Right? Now let me take second one. I'm trying to make T as the subject. I'm trying to make T as the subject. Now, this is the original formula. Now, I wanted this one. That means I want to take this one to the top. Top means for somewhere up. So, first of all, I'll carry it up. When I want to carry it up, I can't carry here. If I carry here by multiplication, it will get cancelled. But I can take it in this side. If I take it in this side, I am getting T into S is equal to D. This gets cancelled. But we don't want this as our formula. We want T as the subject. Now T is in this side. Then this is unwanted. You have to remove this. You have to take it to the other side. Now this is from a multiplication. Opposite of division was multiplication. Opposite of multiplication, if you want to remove a term with multiplication, what you have to do? Divide that term from both the sides. Now S and S get cancelled. Now can you see T becomes the subject. T became alone. So when T became alone, we can tell T as the subject. Can you understand this example? Can you understand this example?
Yes, teacher.
Yes. Okay. Copy down this
Yes,
example.
teacher.
Yes. Copy down it fast. Okay, right. Now we'll go to another example. I'll explain you another example. Shall I clear the board? Have you finished copying down?
Yes,
Enough
miss.
time, right? Yes. Okay, very
Yes.
good. Let me clear the board. Now look at the second example. I'm going to take a little bit of a big one. Okay, listen. V equal pi. This is just a formula. You don't want to memorize any of the formula here. D squared H. Some formulas are not even in your syllabus. I have taken some formulas from physics, okay, from A-level physics, and even from O-level physics. I have taken certain equations. It's not no matter about that, okay? Right. These are the terms. Now, what is the subject of this formula?
V.
V. Now, my question is, make D as the subject, make pi as the subject, make H. Let me take D here and H here. That's all I want you to make. Now we'll see how to make H. Now listen, if I want to make H as the subject of the formula, I have to remove 4, D squared and pi. What is the first thing I can remove? Using your knowledge on equations, tell me.
4.
4, because it's the denominator. First of all, you have to remove what is there in the denominator. Now this 4 is below the line. That means through a division. If it is through a division, how can you remove that? By the opposite of division, that is multiplication. Now I can write down V equal pi d squared h over 4. To remove 4, I can multiply both sides by 4. 4 and 4 cancel. I get 4v equal pi d squared h. Now look at this one. How are they attached? How are they linked? Is it by addition or multiplication or division or subtraction?
Multiplication.
It is attached by multiplication. Now, to remove the pi d squared, you can remove both of them together. They are connected by multiplication. Then how to remove both of them?
By dividing.
By dividing both sides by the unwanted term pi d squared. Now, pi d squared and pi d squared gets cancelled. We can take this side h. Usually we write it like that. H equal 4v over pi d squared. This is our new formula with the subject h. Did you understand it?
Yes, teacher.
Now do Roman number 2.
Teacher.
Make pi as the subject. Do it alone. Copy down this one and do it alone. The second one. Right. You have finished it. Let's discuss it now. How can we make? Right. Let me select a student from here randomly to get the answer. Please answer, okay? When I ask you, answer. Don't be afraid. Let's take Dania. Can you tell me what is the answer? What is the formula for Roman number 2 when pi is the subject? Can you hear me, Dania? If you have not done, please tell you have not done. I can give the question even to another student because there are students who do. Okay, right. Yes. Sahdia, what is the answer?
4v over d squared h equals pi.
Okay, 4v over d squared. Very good. She's correct. Let me do this in one line. I'll teach that way also. V equal pi d squared h over 4. Now, what should I remove? 4. I'm going to do this in one line. Is the board clear?
Yes.
Yeah. 4 into V. 4V. Multiplying both sides by 4. I took it in one line. I don't want I don't want d squared and h. This is through a multiplication. So I have to divide over d squared h. This is the answer in one line. Okay. If you're doing the working, you can multiply and show both sides. You can multiply from 4. Then 4 and 4 cancels. 4v equal pi d squared h. We need only pi. We don't need d squared over h. So we divide. Why do we divide? This is connected by a multiplication. Then only we can cancel. Now you get pi equal 4v over d squared h. This is the subject. Raise your hand if you didn't understand. Right. Abdullah. Which one was not clear? Roman number 1 or Roman number 2?
Roman number 2.
2. Okay, listen carefully again, once again. Same as the Roman number 1. Here we need h. Here we need pi. In this case, we need h as the subject. In this case, we need pi as the subject. Same as you did Roman number 1, only you had to do Roman number 2. Now, the first thing is we have to remove the denominator. Denominator is through a division. So, if you want to remove that, you have to do the opposite of division, that is multiplication. So, I multiplied 4 from both the sides and I cancelled it from here and got it here. Okay, now we get 4v is equal to pi d squared h. We need only pi as the subject. So we have to remove the d squared h. D squared h is connected from a multiplication. D squared multiplied by h is d squared h. So if you want to remove d squared h, you have to take the opposite of multiplication, that is division. So we divide both sides by the unwanted term d squared h and cancel it from this side and isolate. Isolate means you keep pi alone. Now pi comes alone in one side and this side you get the other part. So automatically pi becomes the subject of the formula. Is that clear now?
Yes, teacher. Thank you, teacher.
Okay, now we'll go to the other one. This one only had to explain you a little bit clearly. Listen carefully. Now it's a square term we need. We need a single term. Now I have this formula pi d squared h over 4 and I need d as the subject. One thing you have to understand is if you get a square term, first of all, try to get the square term as the subject of the formula. Okay, now I'm trying to make d squared. My target is to make d squared as the subject. So first of all, I had to remove the denominator. I can remove it as I told you in the previous two examples and cancel this. Now I don't want pi and h. I don't want pi and h. So they are connected by multiplication. So then I can remove both sides by dividing pi, pi, h, h. Now d squared is alone 4v over pi h. But this is not your final answer. We need for the final answer d. Now let me tell you what to do. If you get a square term as a subject and you need only single term, what should you do? What should you do? Anybody who knows? If
We
you
should
want to
take
remove, yeah,
the square root.
we should take the square root. If you want to remove the square, you have to take the square root of the other term. This way. Now don't want to find square roots and stay. This is enough. Okay, that is enough. Can you understand this example?
Yes, teacher.
Copy down this one. I will give a question to you. We'll see how many of you can do it.
Teacher, can you explain this again?
Okay, I'll explain with another example then. Okay, let me explain this now from here. No, is this clear? This is clear, right? How to make d squared?
Yes.
This part, nothing. If you have a squared, to remove that squared and taking the single term, take the root of the other side. That's all. Clear, Hima? Very good,
Yes, teacher.
Amanda. You got the answer before I explain. Very good. Even Sahdia has got, Sabiha, yes, very good. Copy down this. I'll give you another one more example. Not example, a question. Very good, Rifana. You'll have to learn this in grade 9. Maybe you can't remember. Okay. Now I'll clear the board. The question I'm going to give you is this one. You have to make the subject W, Roman number 2, you have to make G, Roman number 3, you have to make V. Do it now. I'll give you 5 minutes for all three together. 5 minutes.
Teacher, is it 2G or 29?
2GG. Okay. If you are done, raise your hand and keep. Yes, very good. I got the answer from Sahdia for the first one. Yes, good. Continue. Okay. Let me discuss the first. Look at the board. Let me ask the answer from one of you all here. Mm, yes, Asia, can you tell me the answer for the first one? Did you get the answer for the first one, the formula? Are writing the first one? Oh, okay. Ilma, can you tell me the answer for the first one, the formula? You have to make W as the subject. What should we do here? You have to remove 2g and v squared. How can we remove? We have to remove the denominator first by multiplying both sides by 2g. Now I can cancel 2g. Here I get 2 kg. Very good. Ruzaid. 2 kg equal wv squared. Now I'm going to remove the v squared part. It's connected by a multiplication. Now don't think, oh my god, here there is a squared and we have to take the root. No. We have to take the division. You are removing the whole v squared by doing the division. Now you are getting the answer. W is equal to 2 kg over v squared. This is the final answer. Roman number 2, we have to make the subject of the formula as g. So now listen, we are going to multiply both sides by 2g because g we have to take for the top first of all. So we are multiplying both sides by 2g and we remove 2g from this side. Now we get here 2kg equal wv squared. Now we can keep g alone. To keep g alone, we had to remove 2k. It is connected by a multiplication. So what we do? We divide both sides by the unwanted term 2k. Then you can cancel 2k and take g as the subject of the formula. You get this is the formula. Wv squared over 2k. Very good, Hima. Raise your hand who got these two answers correct. Okay, Amara.
Excuse me, teacher.
Yes.
Can we get 2 GK also instead of 2 kg?
Yes, of course. You can take again tell me again.
No, I mean the first Roman number. I got like 2 GK. I didn't see.
Yeah. Oh, okay. It's like this name. If I tell you A into B is AB, B into A is BA. Okay. 2 into 3 is 6 and 3 into 2 also 6. So if you write G into K or K into G, whatever it is, it's the same. Okay, very good, Amara. Got your work done. Right. Let me take the last one, Roman number 3. Roman number 3. Let me ask this answer from Himashi. Can you tell me the answer for last one? What is the formula? Unmute your mic and talk. Asia, can you tell me or else? I want to talk. I want you to talk. Right. First of all, we have to remove 2g from both the sides. Right, like this. Now you are getting 2gk equal wv squared. We need v as the subject. First, you have to make v squared as the subject. So we can remove w first of all by division. Then you get v squared is equal to 2gk over w. Now I told you if you want to remove the power 2, what should we do? You have to take the square root of the other term. This is the final answer. This is the final answer. Okay, right. We'll do one more example. Shall we do one more example? Look at this one. Third one, your third practicing question. It's a different one. A square root is there. I'll guide you. Try to do. This is the formula. T is the subject. What you have to do? You have to make L as the subject and G as the subject. I'll tell you one hint. To remove the square root, what should you do? You have to square these terms. To remove the square root, you have to square these two terms. That's all I'm telling. Just give a try. Give a try. Do you think you can do it? Or shall I guide you? Finish, Shaskrit. Very good. Listen carefully. How do you do this question? I'll write the formula here. It's easy for me. T equal 2 pi root L over G. We need L and G separately. I'm going to take L first. I told you if you want to remove the square root, you have to square the other terms. T squared, 2 pi. Both of them you have to make the squared. Then you can get L over G. Now, T squared equal 4 pi squared into L over G. What do we need now? L. What do we need to remove now? G and 4 pi squared. What can we remove now? First of all, what can we remove?
G.
G, the denominator. How can we remove? By multiplying both sides by G. Now I can remove G and I get the new equation gt squared equal 4 pi squared L. Now I need to remove 4 pi squared. It should be removed by a division. It's connected by multiplication. So we get the new formula 4 pi squared cancel. L equal gt squared over 4 pi squared. This can be accepted, but I'll take a little bit more. G, these all are having a square root. I can take square root of, if I take the square root of T, 4 and pi, what can I get? T over 2 pi. I can get it like this. This is also accepted. I have taken the square out. 4, 1, 2, 2s are 4. Pi into pi is pi. T, not L. T into T is T squared. So this is also okay. This is also okay. Did you understand how did we do this one? Go through and tell me. Go through and tell me. Did you understand it?
Yes, teacher.
You understood? Copy down. You
Can you
understood?
explain it again?
Listen carefully. If you want to remove the square root, you have to square the remaining terms. T squared and 2 squared and pi squared. That means 2 pi both you have to square. Okay. Then L over G, the square root is not there anymore. Why? We squared these two. Is that clear? The ones who are asked me to explain again, is that clear?
Yes, miss.
Yeah,
Now, I have to remove G first. It's a denominator. I can multiply from both sides and remove it. So from here it's removed and I get gt squared 4 pi squared into L. I need L as the subject. So that means I should remove the 4 pi squared by division because it's connected through multiplication. Now I divided and I cancelled it. L is alone. I got this as my answer. So this is accepted. But still, you can show the answer in a simplest form. How? If you want to remove square root, you squared everything. If you want to remove the square, the power 2, if you want to remove power 2, what can you do? You can put the root symbol. If you want to remove the power 2 here, you can put the t and a root. If you want to remove the squared symbol in pi, and if I take number 4 as a power of 2, 2 to the power 2. So that's also a perfect square. For that whole thing only, I put the square root symbol. Why didn't I put the square root symbol for G letter? Because it is not in the power 2. Okay. So this part is enough, but this is the simplest. Is that clear now?
Yes, miss.
Okay. Now, can you make the subject as G? You can do it. From here, this method. Up to this same method come. From here, method changes. So you can do it. Make G as the subject. From here, from this method, you can do it. From this step onward, same as up to this step, same. From this step onward, it little changes. Try to do the G part, subject form of that formula. Next question can be done through reciprocal. I don't know. Do as you know. Do as you know. Okay, right. Let's discuss it now. Let's discuss it now. I'm going to erase from this method. Right. So I'll take here this one, gt squared over 4 pi squared equal L. This is the thing. I want G letter. So I'll take everyone this side now. G alone, gt squared alone, 4 pi squared, I'll remove it by multiplying both sides. Then I want only G, keep G alone. What should we do to remove the T squared? You can divide both sides by T squared. Now you get 4L pi squared over T squared. Now this is the answer. I can simplify because all square terms are there. I can take L alone, it's a single term. Other everything I can put in a bracket. No, sorry, square root, in a square root. This is the final answer. Its answer is accepted. Did you understand? Okay. Shall we go for some more questions? Okay, one more question before I give you the activity. One more question before I give you the activity. Activity has lots of questions and I'll be giving marks. Try this question. Okay, here look at this. V equal u squared minus 2gh. Right. I need you to subject u letter. I need you to subject u letter. Subject u letter. Within brackets, I write the letter that you wanted to subject. Do it in your own, understand and do it. I'll give you 4 minutes for this. Some are done. Very good. Excellent. Raise your hand if you are done. I want to count the students. Raise your hand if you're done. So we can consider the majority and discuss. Okay, increasing number. Very good. Let's discuss now. It's a good time. How can we make u as a subject? As I told you, if you want to remove the square root, you have to square the other term. Only other term is v. So I can make v squared equal u squared minus 2gh. Now I don't have square root. I don't have square root now. Now it's easy. I need to remove minus 2gh completely. Can anybody tell me if you want to remove this negative term with multiplication, what should we do?
We should divide it by
Hmm,
both.
that's the place you are going wrong. This is the place where children go wrong. It's like this. Children are considering this multiplication mark and they quickly divide it. No, it's a negative term. Negative term should be taken away. If you want to remove a negative term, you have to take the opposite of negative term is positive. negative term to remove, add both sides with the term that you want to remove. Now, minus 2gh and plus 2gh you can cancel. In simultaneous equation we do. If you have 3x minus 3 equal f or something, if you want to remove minus 3, you add 3 for both sides. Then minus 3 plus 3 cancel. That's how you do even in equation. So the same thing only you have to do here. You can remove the negative term by adding both sides by that unwanted negative term. Now what we get here, v squared plus 2gh equal u squared. But we need only u. If you want to remove the power, what should we do? We have to take the square root of this side. Square root of this side. Is that clear? Can we simplify this more?
Yes, miss.
No.
Can simplify. Can you see power 2 is here? If you take the square root of v squared, you can, but no need, just listen. You can take v and 2gh in the square root. Then this is also a simplified one. This is accepted. Right? That's clear now, that question? Okay, right. I'll give you the activity now.
Teacher, can you give time to write it?
Yeah, you can write it. Can you see the board? I don't know whether you can see the board.
No,
Your
couldn't.
video is switched off.
Cannot see? Okay, now see it.
Excuse me, teacher.
Yeah.
Can we put between v and square root of 2gh plus?
Not necessary. We can't put between, we can't. But here you can put a plus, but you don't want to put because it's already positive. If it is positive, usually we are not writing the plus mark. But your question is whether can we write between? Between means like this way. It's a no. It's a no. No need. Okay.
Okay, teacher.
Not necessary. Yeah. Okay. Now we'll go to the activity. Okay, there is some question here. What is this? Asia, what's your question? Do you have any question? I don't see. No, no question. Okay, let me share the activity for you right now. Where is it? Okay, got it. Rearrange the following to make X as the subject of the formula. Can you see how many questions are here? All easy ones only. There are 16 questions here. I want you to do all the 16 in 16 minutes. 1 minute for each question. 1 minute for each question. You do it and raise your hand. You have to make X as the subject of each formula. And there are some special questions here. Like this one. Only that one. Yeah, if you were unable to do that one, it's all right. Other things you can do. All the things you can do. Challenge yourself and start right now. The time is 26. You will get 16 minutes. Until 8:42 you have time. Go ahead with the questions quickly. Until 8:42 you have time. the one who joined now, the thing what you have to do is you have to do these 16 questions until 8:42. You have time. If you have finished, please raise your hands and keep. I consider the majority and go for the discussion. Okay, most of them are done. So we'll go to the discussion without any delay. Now look at the screen. I'll do it here itself. It's easy for me also. Now, first one is given a equal x plus 6. We need to make x as the subject of the formula. If you need to make x as the subject of the formula, you have to remove the plus 6 from this side. If you need to remove a positive 1, you have to carry it to the other side and make it a negative term. Then you can get x equal a minus x, a minus 6. Okay, now we'll go to the next one. Right. In this case, L equal 0.7 multiplied by x. Now this is connected through a multiplication. Then what should we do? We have to divide both sides by 0.7. Then you can get x is equal to L over 0.7. If it is correct, put a tick. Okay. Third one, 36m equal x squared. Now you have to remove the squared term. Now you have to remove the squared term. Okay, if you want to remove the squared term, I told you that you have to take the square root of the other side. 36 root m equal x. Okay, now we'll go to the fourth one. V equal minus 2x plus 8. Yes.
Can we simplify that 36m into square?
Yes.
Okay.
You can take, as I told you before, you can take 6 out and put m. That somebody asked me a question, can we put plus and all? So in that case also I told you, you got something like v squared gh or something. We took v out and we put gh in the this thing, square root, like that only here. You can take it this way. Very good. Equal x. Right. Is there anybody who didn't understand these three examples? If there is, please raise your hand. Rukaya, is that you? No. Okay.
No, miss, I
Right.
forgot to lower
Yeah.
my hand.
At first you raised one. Then I'll erase all these three. Now we'll go to the fourth one, Roman number 4. It's given v equal minus 2x plus 8. Now I need to remove minus 2 and 8. What can I remove first one as first?
8.
8. Positive term, bring it to this side, it becomes a negative term. Now only minus 2x is in that side. Now we have to remove the minus 2. It is connected from a multiplication. Okay, now don't try to take minus 2 to that right hand side and don't try to make it positive 2. It is a negative term connected with this multiplication. Then you have to divide that because we are removing the minus 2 only. Then what should we do? V minus 8 equal, when you divide both sides by minus 2, what happens to this side? Minus 2 gets cancelled. And the final answer is x equal v minus 8 upon minus 2. V minus 8 upon minus 2. That's the final simplified answer. Can you understand? Is there anybody who didn't understand? If there is, please let me know. Okay. Now we'll go to the next one. B equal x minus 2. So let me do it fast now. B equal x minus 2. So I need to take minus 2 to this side. B plus 2 equal x. In here, 7x equal c. I can divide both sides by 7. I can keep x alone. If I want to take 7, I can divide. Okay. And the last one given here is d equal x upon 3. I have to remove the number 3. To remove number 3, what can I do?
Multiply
I can
by 3.
multiply by 3. Very good, Trifana. Now you can multiply by 3 both the sides and you get d into 3 equal x. That is 3d is equal to x. This is the answer for this last question. Check your answers and put a tick. 3d equal x. Very good, Zainab. Okay, I'll erase this one. Now we'll go to the next one. If you want anything to be kept on the screen, let me know. hx equal 5m. I have to remove h, so I can divide both sides by h. X is equal to 5m over h. X is equal to 5m over h. because we had to remove only h. Now we'll go to the next one. In this one, is given 2x equals 7.2n. We have to remove the 2x, so it's connected from multiplication. Divide both sides by 2x. Divide both sides by 2, and what happened? You get 2 and 2 cancel. Therefore, x is equal to 7.2n upon 2. Now, you can divide 7.2 by 2. What do you get when you divide 7.2 by 2?
3.6.
Very good. 3.6n. X is equal to 3.6n. Divide and see. You know how to divide decimals. If you divide the decimal 7.2 by 2, you get 3.6. Okay. Now we'll go to the next question. Three p over q equal x over 8. How do you do this one? You have to remove the 8. Then what can we do? We can multiply both sides by 8. Then x is alone. Now you get 8 times 3, 24 p over q. 24 p over q equal x. Raise your hand, the ones who got this answer correct. Oh, really good. Well done. Keep it up. Others, yes. Copy down. Okay. Now we'll go to the next one. You can lower your hands. Yes. Now we'll go to the next one. Here it's given as 36m equal x. Oh, sorry, we did this one. 2x squared equal 40r. We have to remove 2 and the power 2. First of all, we have to remove number 2. So how can we remove the number 2 here? We can divide by 2, the both sides, and you get x squared equal 40r over 2. So 40 divided by 2 is 20r, but this is for x squared. So if you want to remove the squared, I told you, you can put the square root. So x is equal to square root of 20r. Because since 20 is not a perfect square, you don't want to do any simplification. You can leave your answer as it is. Is there anybody who didn't understand any of the question up to this point? I have discussed 11 questions. Is there anybody who didn't understand anything? Okay, now we'll go to the next one. X to the power 3 equal 4s. When it comes to the power 3, usually you won't get this type of question, but in grade 11 you can get. If you get power of 3, what should we do? It's easy. Look at the board. X to the power 3 equal 4s. What can we do? We can keep x here, put equal mark, put a square root, put 4s. If it is x squared, what we do? We put a square root. If it is x to the power, x to the power 3, what we do? We put a small 3 here. This is the answer. Learn that. It's a new thing for you. Now we'll go to the next one. 5 bracket, within brackets they have given t plus 4. Okay, that one let me do on the board. It will clearly. Okay. What's the question? Oh, give me 1 second. I'll take the question to me. Can anybody read the question to me a little bit?
5 bracket t plus 4 over
Then?
2 equal ux to the power 5.
Okay. Now we need x only. First of all, I'll simplify this one. 5t plus 20 over 2 equal ux to the power 5. I remove u first. U. Divide this side also by u. That means below. the denominator. Divide means it have to come below. Now you get 5t plus 20 over 2u. Okay, equal x to the power 5. How to remove this power 5? It's simple. 5t plus 20 over 2u. Take the square root, put this 5, small 5, and take an x. Usually this one doesn't come, but for all level papers, possible chances are there. So learn it. U is all on, U should come up. No. Oh, wait a second. No, no need, Sabana, Sabiha. You should come up. No, we are dividing. Dividing means it come bottom. Reciprocal thing, according to that you are saying. 5t plus 20 over 2. Dividing both sides by u. No, it comes as a, comes as a fraction. Yeah, in this step you should be cancelled. That's how it came along. Okay, now we'll go to the next one. What is the next one? You can't simplify 20 and 2. You can't cut like that. 2 times 1, 2 times 10. We can't cancel because this is a plus. If it is a multiplication only, you can do it. Right. We'll go to the next one quickly. I'll erase the board. W equal minus 8x plus 9. First, we can remove the plus 9 because this is difficult to remove. This is connected with negative and multiplication. So W minus 9 equal minus 8x. Now we can remove the minus 8. What you get? W minus 9 over minus 8 equal x. Put a tick if it is correct. Now we'll go to the next one. Y equal 5x minus 7 over 3. What can we remove first? Denominator by multiplying. Now what can we remove? The negative 7, not this one. The negative term should be removed first. So you get negative term to this side, positive 7. Now this 5 should be removed. How can we remove 5? It is connected by multiplication. Then we have to divide. Raise your hand who got this answer correct. Raise your hand who got this answer correct. Very good. There are good numbers. Right. Right. Okay. Now the last one. If there are any question you didn't understand, send me the equation. But I think we have to discuss soon. Time is going. Z equal 4x to the power 3 plus 8. What can we remove first from here?
Plus 8.
Plus 8. Very good.
8.
Z minus 8 equal 4x to the power 3. Z minus 8 equal x to the power 3. You can remove the 4 by division. Now how to remove this power 3?
Z minus 8 over 4 squared
Square root.
equal
And
x.
this small 3 should be written. Because it's not squared. If it is squared only, you can put the root. If it is to the power 3 or power 5 or any other power, put that number. Okay, now I am done with the first part. First part means subjecting part. Now I am going to teach you the substitution part. You can do 23.1 and review exercise now. As homeworks, you can do that. Substitution part, I'm going to take certain examples from your exercise 23.2. So let's do the substitution one now. Write the next topic, substitution. Substitution. This is another important part of the lesson, the last part of your lesson. Substitution. You know what is substitution? When you are doing simultaneous equations, you substitute the first value and you find the second term. Let me take an easy example first, then we'll go to difficult ones. Here, I'll take questions from your exercise. Exercise 23.2. Question number 1, we are going to do it. V squared equal U squared plus 2AS. Now, Roman number 1 says, find the value of A when V is equal to 10, U is equal to 0, S is equal to 10. Values of certain things are given. We have to find A. How do we do? Directly don't try to find A. First of all, make A the subject of the formula because you know how to make subject. You know how to make subject. Now I'm going to make A as the subject of my formula. To make A as the subject of the formula, I have to remove U squared and 2S. What can I remove first? Is it U squared or 2S? Yes, please repeat again.
U squared.
U squared because it's standing alone and this is connected with two symbols, plus and multiplication. So easiest to remove is U squared. If I want to remove the U squared, what can I do? It is a positive term. To remove that, I have to subtract U squared from both the side. I have to subtract U squared from both the side. Then only I can cancel plus U squared and minus U squared. Now I get V squared minus U squared equal to AS. Now I can remove 2S. How can I remove?
By dividing.
By dividing. Very good. From both the sides. Now 2 cancel, S cancel. The formula is A equal V minus U. Both are squared over 2S. Now look at the question. V is equal to 10. U is equal to 0. Square 2 multiplied by S. S is equal to 10. This is called as substitution. You substitute the values given. You substitute the values given. Now we'll find the answer. Let me take it here. Right. A is equal to 10 minus 0 is 10. 10 to the power 2 is 100. 2 times 10 is 20. 100 divided by 20 means you get A is equal to 5. Did you understand this example clearly?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, teacher.
Yes, miss.
Copy down this one. And I'll explain Roman number 2 and 3 also. Do this. Copy down and tell me. Raise your hand when you have finished copying down. Okay, we'll go to the next one. I'm going to clear the board now. Roman number 2, find the value of S when V equal 10, U equal 5, A equal 2. I'm going to clear the board now. If anybody is writing, unmute and tell me. Okay, look at the board. Roman number 2, it says to find the value of S. Now S should be the subject. First of all, I can remove U squared. Now I can remove the 2A by the division method. Then S is alone. They said the value for V is 10, value for U is 5, both are squared, value for A is 2. What is S then? 10 minus 5 is 5, 5 into 5 is 25, 25 over 4 means I can take as a mixed fraction. Check whether this is correct. Yes.
Yes, teacher.
Yeah, you can take decimal answers also. Right. Copy down that one and do the Roman number 3 alone. Do the Roman number 3 alone and send me your answer in the chat box. Right. I have received 4 answers. Oh, no. Um, yeah, you can write as decimal, Zainab. Okay, I have received some answers. Very good. Right. Let me take the question again now. Let me erase the board first of all. We have to make U the subject of the formula. U the subject. First, I can remove plus. This whole thing should be removed first. Whole thing. How can you remove? Subtract. This addition thing, carry to the other side. Directly you can remove. But we have U squared. We need only U. We need only U. So what can we do? Take the square root. Keep it like this way. Now they say V value is 10. 10 to the power 2. 2 into 3 into 6. Put the square root without forgetting. Now 10 into 10 is 100. Minus 2 into 3 minus 6. Minus 6 into 6 minus 36. 100 minus 36 is how much? 64. 64 square root is how much? What is the square root of 64?
8.
8.
8. Did you understand this question? Check and tell me.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, then copy down. The ones who didn't understand, raise your hand, unmute your mic and talk, or drop a text in the chat box. You didn't understand. Okay, now I'm going to give you a work. Start the question number 5 in your exercise 23.2. Question number 5 is a challenging question for you. Not everybody can do it.
Teacher, can you repeat the question we have to do?
Question number 5, page number 59, exercise 23.2. Question number 5, page number 59, exercise 23.2. Right, let's start that one. Question number 5. If you are done, raise your hand. Most of them are done. Oh, 3. Okay, let's try the question. Find the, doing the question and getting the correct answer is not what I want. I want everybody to attempt the answer, attempt the question, right? If you attempt, that means you are giving a try, right? If you try only, you can learn. If you make mistakes only, you learn new things, right? So don't worry when you get wrong answers. You can try the next time, right? So the first step of success is your mistake. So don't worry about that. Look at the question 5. T is equal to 2 pi square root L over G. There are lots of students who are with a mentality, when they see a square root, when they see a power 2, they become so afraid and they feel like the question is difficult, but it is not. What the question says, you have to find the value of T. Already T is the subject, so no problem. We don't want to make the subject. Now we have to substitute only. Pi is given as 22 over 7. Square root of L is given as 490, G is given as 10. Now what can I do? 0 and 0 I can cancel. 44 over 7 square root of 49. What is the square root of 49?
7.
Then I can write 7. Now how easy the question is. What should we do? 7 and 7 cancel. What is the value of t? 44. Raise your hand honestly. The ones who got 7, t is equal to 44. Honestly, who got it? The hard work. Okay, it's easy. Okay, very good. Excellent, right? There are few students who couldn't get the answer. Let me give a little bit of difficult one now. Shall we do a big question from the miscellaneous exercise before we end the session for today? We have time to do around 2 questions. So let's take question number 3 from the miscellaneous exercise. Question number 3 from the miscellaneous exercise. Okay, you have sent me the answer, right? Good. T equal 11 is wrong. Check where did you go wrong and correct it. Now start page number 60, miscellaneous exercise, question number 3. If you're done, raise your hands and keep. Page number 60. Page number 60. Question number 3. Question number 3. Miscellaneous exercise.
Miss, shall I send my answer?
No, wait, we can discuss it. Okay, let's see the question here now. Right. It is saying kinetic energy of an object of mass m traveling with velocity v is given in the formula half m squared. We don't mind what is it m and everything. We don't want half mv squared. That's all. Express the velocity of the object in terms of the kinetic energy and mass. What are they telling you? They're confusing you. Express the velocity in terms of kinetic energy and mass. That means, in simple terms, make v the subject. How can you make v the subject? It's given mv squared over 2. Half mv means this one. What can we remove first? 2 can be removed first. So then m can be removed by the division because it's a multiplication here. Now v squared can be removed. The squared part can be removed by taking the square root for this whole thing. Now we get v as the subject. We get v as the subject. Did you understand this one? Raise your hand if you didn't understand. Raise your hand if you didn't understand. Okay. Now what should we do? We have to substitute. They have given velocity is 3, mass is 2.4. Now I'm going to substitute. We are going to find the kinetic energy. Kinetic energy equation is E equal half mv squared. We know the mass. Mass is given 2.4. I don't like decimals. What am I going to do? I write it as a fraction. 2.4 means 24 divided by 10. V value is given 3. 3 squared now. 3 squared should be written. Now I can simplify half into 24 over 10 into 9. 3 squared means 9. Now I can cancel 2 times 1, 2 times 12. 12 and 10 can be divided by 2. That is 6 over 5 into 9. That means what is 9 times 6? 64. 64 over 5, you get a decimal answer. Let me write it. Yeah, I can write in decimal fractional form. Okay, this is also accepted.
54 है.
Is there any problem with the board? You can see it clearly.
So it's 54 or 64?
54, yeah, 54. Thank you, Rifana. 10. Yes. Okay, did you understand the question? Very well. No problem, right?
Nothing.
Yeah. Now we'll do another question. Which one? Fourth one or fifth one? You decide.
Fifth
Son.
one?
Raise your hand who are saying fifth one. Who want to do fifth one? Raise your hand. I know your mentality. You look the longer question and take it, but it's not hard. It's not hard actually. Long means plenty of data. Okay, how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, majority. Then we'll do the fifth one. You have to do now. Start it. Question number 5 is the last question we are going to discuss for today's session. Do it in your own and tell me Okay, done. Shall we discuss the fifth question?
Done, miss.
Okay, done. Wow. How many of you are done? Only one. Only one. Shaskrit is anyways past ne. Superman. You can try other questions, Shaskrit, without wasting your time. Others, when you're done, please raise your hand. We have only few minutes. Okay, right. Now we'll discuss, okay? Let's go to the question. It takes time. Energy of that moving object process is given by the equation E, okay, E equal mgh plus half mv squared. Okay, look at the board. Express the mass of the object. M should be subjected. Can you see two m's are there? You have to be very careful in doing this question. First, I'll write down I'll take m out, common term, gh plus half v squared. M out. Did you understand this one? If anybody have doubt, clear it now itself. I have no time to explain again. That's what I'm asking. Okay. Now we need only m. Okay. We have to remove all this. So let me write this again. Gh plus v squared over 2. Now let me solve this one. Let me solve this one. Is there any other way to solve this? E minus mgh. Wait a second. Is there any easy method I'll see? Yeah, there is an easy method. There is an easy method. Let me go with the easy method. Okay. Here, see, what should I do? Again, come to the question. Keep your pens down. I'll just forget. I have to make m the subject. I'm going to carry and take this side. This positive term, I'm going to carry it to this side. This is a separate positive term. This is a separate positive term. I'm going to carry it and make it negative. Now I have mv squared over 2. Okay. Now I'm going to remove the denominator by multiplying both sides by 2. Then I get mv squared. Now I simplify the brackets. 2 into e, 2e, 2 into mgh minus 2 mgh. Now m and m in both sides, we have to take them to one side. I'm going to take this to this side. 2e alone, this one minus 1 carrying to this side, becoming positive. Did you understand all these steps?
Yes, miss.
Now m is common, take m out, other things write within the bracket. Now remove this unwanted. It is from a multiplication. It is from a multiplication. Remove the whole bracket from both the sides. Now can you see m is alone? If you cut, m is alone. What is the equation? 2e over v squared plus 2g. There are several ways to do a maths problem. You should know what is the easiest way. Now this is the formula. and they are asking you to express the mass in terms of other quantity. Done. Is that clear now? Is it clear for everyone? Okay now?
Yes, teacher.
Then copy down it. Understand and write. Okay, step by step, explain to yourself and write. When you get stuck only, you know that it's a doubt for you. Very good. Somebody has sent the correct answer also. Shaskrit, excellent. Teacher, 2 mgh. 2 mgh. 2m squared g squared, because in bracket all the elements are attached with the factor. What are you telling? Ahmed. 2 mgh. 2m squared g squared. No, Ahmed, I'm not getting you. I'm not getting you. I'm not getting what you're saying. If you have my number, send me your working to WhatsApp. I'll check it. Everybody copy down this soon and tell me. We have to do the next one also. Velocity also we have to make the subject. Look at the board. Velocity I'm going to do now. Right. Velocity is this side. So first I'm going to remove mgh just like I did here. Carrying the positive term to that side, it becomes negative. You get mv squared over 2. Very good, Sabiha. Now I wanted to remove m and 2. 2 is the denominator. It can be removed first by multiplying both sides by 2. Now I can remove m by dividing both sides by m. Now I get this one. But what did they tell us? They told us to make v as the subject, not v squared. To remove the 2, we can take the square root for the entire term. This is the final answer for Roman number 2.
Teacher, I got the second Roman number instead of Roman number 1.
You made v as the subject in Roman number 1.
No. I didn't get correct answer in Roman number 1, but I got in Roman number 2.
Good, very good. Excellent. Roman number 2 is a little tough than 1. Okay. What is the third one? Energy possessed. Find the velocity. Third one, you have to use which equation? Roman number 1 or Roman number 2?
Roman number 2.
Roman number 2.
Roman number 2. So we'll continue. How to use it? 2 into energy is how much? Yes, Sabiha?
Miss, this formula there is minus mgh, no? So both it contains 2.
Both it contains 2 means? I didn't understand.
That means 2e minus 2 mgh will come.
Yeah, you don't want to expand and write. This is enough. 2e minus 2 mgh. But this is enough. Now we'll solve it. Energy is 153. Mass is 3 kilogram. Gravitational force is, the gravitational power is 10. Height h is 5. Look at the way I'm solving it. H is 5. I'll put this in a square bracket. This one in a small bracket, simple bracket. Over m. M is 3. Okay. Now I'm going to solve this one. Look at the board. When we factorize a bracket, we need to multiply each and every term with the number outer. Yes, we need to multiply each and every term with the outer number. Bracket has 2mgh, 2m into 2. Yes, what you are saying for this question, here now you are telling 2 into e, 2e. 2 into mgh is 2mgh. That's what I multiplied. Ahmed Zaki, you send me the working in WhatsApp. Without looking at the working, I can't come to a conclusion what you're talking about. Right, let me do the work here now. I'm going to solve this now. 2 into 153 minus 3 times 10, 30. 30 times 5 is 150 over 3. This is a square root thing. Okay. Now I have to solve this. I'm getting 2 into 3 over 3. Is that correct? Now 3 and 3 cancel. What is the final answer? Square root of 2. That is the final answer. Square root of 2 is the answer for velocity. Check whether you got it. Check whether steps are clear for you. 3 times 10, 30, 30 times 5. 153 minus 150 is 3. 3 and 3 cancel. Square root of 2. Yes. How many of you got this exact answer? Raise your hand. Yeah, when we factorize a bracket, we need to multiply each and every term. Yes, yes. Outer number, yes. 2mg, 2 times m. Yeah, that's the thing. Now I got it. I understood what is your problem. You are trying to tell, aren't we writing 2m, 2g, 2h? Yes, of course. That is equal to this one, 2mgh. M into g into h. So we don't want to write separate 2m, 2g, 2h. No need to write like that. Common factor we can take 2. Because the whole thing is mgh. Right. Did you understand the last question? Question number 5 clearly? Now send me your feedbacks about this session. How was the session? How was the lesson for you? How is everything? The people who attended all the free seminars, let me know that feedback as well. So from today, the final seminars, 3 free seminars are over, but rates, we have a balanced thing that can be covered in the next week, Friday. You can attend to that also by using the same link next week, Friday, 7:30 to 8:30. We'll be doing the last parts of rates lesson. Coming up, paid seminars are there. As I told you, tomorrow, 16th, we have the session for arithmetic progression. It is a part of your grade 10 syllabus, third term lesson. It's at night, 7 to 9 p.m. Other ICT seminars also coming up. I showed you the posters. You all can join them if you wish. And share it as much as possible among your friends to know them as well. Okay. Now send me your valuable feedbacks. Your feedbacks are only making my day because I want to know whether I did my work well, because this is a free seminar. It's not a paid seminar, but still paid or free. Whatever it is, I do my best. But I want to know if there are any faults in my teaching, if there anything that I want to be corrected, because teachers learn from children only. You are the people who have to, give us the tips. This is not enough. This is okay. This is too much. Whatever, like there might be faults because I'm not perfect. I want to learn things, right? I'm still growing. I'm not perfect. I don't accept I'm a perfect teacher. I never want to add any title to my name because I am just a person and I teach whatever I know. I learn things and I teach you. So let me know if there are any faults that I have. I'll correct them in my next seminar so that it will be helpful for me. And Hamad, if your doubt wasn't clear, please contact me through WhatsApp. We'll discuss within ourselves and clear it out. Okay, that's all for the day then. God bless you. Have a nice day and wish you the best. Do well, learn well, and work hard.
Thank you, teacher. Bye.
Okay, bye. You can leave the session.